out at the Aviva Stadium is the prize on offer for the winners of the two semi-finals in the FAI Junior Cup in association with Aviva and Umbro. First up, Clonmel Celtic, who are aiming to qualify for their first ever final, take on two-time winners Sheriff YC here in Tipperary. So back at the semi-final stage and hoping to go one better than 2012.
Yeah, we're hoping so. It's going to be a tough battle today, but we feel that we're ready, we've trained well, prepared right, so it's everything on today.
And what have you made of Sheriff?
Yeah, fantastic side, fantastic players going forward. That's why they're probably the best team in Ireland. But sure, look, we're here on merit ourselves. We're going to give it a go. If it's good enough in the end, so be it.
It is. It's a big one, considering what's at stake. It's a semi-final. Big incentive to get to the Aviva. You know, we've had a taste before, and we would like to get it again.
You were knocked out at the semi-final stage last year. What have you learned from that?
Well, as you said, we've been here. We have a bit of experience about it, getting the semi-finals and finals. But it's going to be on the day. Clonmel's a smashing side as well, so it will be down to really who makes the least mistakes to go on and win it.
John, a great day in Irish football and perfect conditions in your old ground.
That's right, Ger. Back to where I learned my trade many years ago. Played for St Michael's. Great days, honestly, for me. And anytime I come back in here, you know, you feel young again, or younger. But on a more serious note, we're here for the FAI Aviva Cup semi-final. We've got Clonmel Celtic, we've got Sheriff, you know, two great teams. And what a beautiful day with some beautiful views, and hopefully we'll get a tremendous game. Really looking forward to it.
And we should get a good game, John. Clonmel, they're aiming for their first ever final, and yeah. Sheriff YC, they've won it twice before.
They have. Sheriff won it obviously in the Aviva Stadium for the first time. We played the FAI Junior Cup final in the Aviva, and Sheriff won it. They were beaten by my old club St Michael's last year in the semi-final down in Clonmel Celtic's ground, and they're back again. They're really, they're one of the strongest teams ever in junior football. Certainly in my year, I've never seen a better junior football side than Sheriff. So it's a big task for Clonmel Celtic, but they're down here in Tipperary, in South Tipperary. It's, you know, all but a home game for them in what people would term a neutral ground, but it's all but a home game for them. And listen, I'm really looking forward to anybody's game in junior football. It's always a very tight match, and you know we'll see who comes out the other side to get to the Aviva for the final.
You mentioned the Aviva. What a prize for these players to run out at the Aviva on May 17th.
Yeah, it's one of the proudest things that we as a board have brought into place, that every junior footballer can get the opportunity to play in the Aviva the final. It's something I supported from the early days, and it's been a tremendous success. A tremendous success. When you see the clubs and the players and the administrators coming to the Aviva, even for the draw, and they go through the dressing rooms and they see where they could be tugging out, and then they get up there on the day, and their supporters come and support their club at the Aviva, the biggest football and rugby stadium in this country. It's a wonderful, wonderful day, and the prize is huge to get to the Aviva Stadium. To stay, you played in that wonderful stadium that Messi has played in, and that that Rooney has played in, that Damien Duff has played in, that Robbie Keane has played in. Every junior football in this country has a chance to do it by getting to the FAI Junior Cup final, and please God, we'll know after today who the next crew will be. It might be Sheriff, who played there before, or like you said, it could be Clonmel Celtic for the first time. I'm
joined by Alan Cawley. Alan, Sheriff may be favourites today, but Clonmel, they're going well in the Tipperary League.
Yeah, Clonmel Celtic are here on merit. Definitely, Ger, they're doing very well. Obviously in their domestic league, they're unbeaten this season, and they're vying for top spot with St Michael's, who we know all about in this competition. So Sheriff won't have it easy here. They have home advantage as well. Obviously Clonmel pitch looks brilliant, so they're in for a tough tie, Sheriff. But as you say, they're the favourites on the day. They're the favourites for the competition as well. So that's probably based on their recent history, because they've had a fantastic run in this competition. But they will have a tough game in front of them today.
Neither side have conceded much in the Cup so far. It might just take something special to win it today.
Yeah, sometimes in semi-finals, that's what we found last year. There was a moment of magic from St Michael's player Brian Buckley that beat Sheriff in the end last year. So it could come, or actually the opposite to that as well. It could be a mistake, Ger, that beats them. But both sides defensively are very strong. They've only conceded 3 goals each of them. So they've had a fantastic run in the tournament. They've scored a lot of goals as well. 27, I think. Clonmel have 33, Sheriff have. So both have attacking options as well. They have a lot of attacking options. So I'm really looking forward to the game. I think we're in for a really good, exciting encounter. The pitch looks great. The conditions are perfect. So hopefully it brings that good game.
Thanks, Alan. Let's get into the action. Your match commentator is Bernard O'Toole.
And we start with a check on Clonmel, who were without their regular fullback Ian Fahey today. He's away with the Tipperary under-21 side for an All-Ireland football semi-final meeting with Dublin. 2 players with big game League of Ireland experience at Ian Barnes, and also Kevin Waters, who spent 10 years at Waterford United. As for Sheriff YC, well, of course, they are without the suspended Lee Murphy in goal and also winger Kevin Lynch. Both were sent off in the quarter-final victory over St Michael's. So into the team that beat St Michael's, ANTO KAVANAGH in defence, and Aidan McGrain, the goalkeeper, who saved 3 penalties in that quarter-final win in Clontarf. So Clonmel Celtic unbeaten in the Tipperary and District League, and Sheriff YC unbeaten in all competitions this season, meeting for a big day out. The FAI Junior Cup final at the Aviva Stadium, the prize on offer for the winners. And the home side here in Tipperary, Clonmel Celtic in the changed jerseys of white and blue. Sheriff in their regular green and white hoops.
Are you finished?
Very touch from the hero and man of the match of that quarter-final victory against the current holders. And the team who have their home ground here at Cooke Park, St Michael's. Aidan McGrain saving those 3 penalties in the quarter-final victory. Scully. Well, they look idyllic out there, but there is a little bit of wind, which could make it a little bit tricky for the goalkeepers, as Brown gets his head onto that one. Nicely controlled, and that's a good ball by Barnes. And in turn, it's knocked away by David Brown. They decide to really settle in possession. Joyce gives it back. Over the top for Dunn, and he's in as well. Dunn bearing down on goal. Keith Dunn, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper needs to be lively, as Dunn has it again. Leaves a goal, and the shot comes in, and it's scrambled, and it's a penalty. Well, we've seen a rake of penalties in the quarter-finals, and we already have one in the opening semi-final in the FAI Junior Cup. Referee was really well placed, and as the challenge came in, referee pointing to the spot, and Sheriff YC are going to have a chance on the penalty spot. So barely a quarter hour gone, and John Lester from the penalty spot steps up and scores. 1-0 Sheriff YC, and they score yet again. It's 34 goals and counting in their cup run, and first blood to the Dubliners.
Yeah, Dunn is just playing on the shoulder, and it was a great run from, great pass as well. He missed the chance, obviously, Keith Dunn, but following up was Darren Dunn, their busy, industrious midfielder. He got taken down, and I think it was a penalty. There wasn't too much complaints from the Clonmel Celtic players, and John Lester steps up and tucks it away nicely.
Barnes, he's drawn the foul. And the latest in the long list of fouls being committed at either end. The referee's going to have a word with Kevin Waters and Graham Doyle standing over this one. Clonmel Celtic looking for a response. Doyle goes short, straight from the training ground. If they can work this well, and the shot came in. Needed saving for the goalkeeper. Straight from the training ground. A clever little quick free around the corner. And the shot come in. Goalkeeper equal to it, but a good move. Barnes got a bit of purchase on that one. And Kavanagh gets it away. John O'Connor. A little bit of a swagger developing in Clonmel Celtic's play that we haven't seen so far in the half. They're going to have a throw in. Flicked on. Good ball inside, and the shot came in. There's going to be a corner. They are playing better as the shot came in from David Joyce. Sheriff YC have their entire 11 back defending in their own half of the field. Barnes' delivery has been good so far. Plenty to aim at for Barnes as he takes the corner in towards the back post. It bobbles about, could have went anywhere, and in the end it's a right-footed clearance out of there for Sheriff O'Neill. And again, the man chasing it is Keith Dunn, looking to get inside. Has Rock for support. Dunn can't sort out his feet quick enough, so he's going to have to retreat back where he finds Darren Dunn. And they go wide on the right-hand side through McCabe back in towards the danger area. And in the end, coming away with possession are Clonmel Celtic, looking to launch a counter. Not a good ball though for Sean O'Hara, and Kavanagh gets it away. Nice first touch by Joseph O'Neill. Once again tries to pick out Keith Dunn and can't do so. Simon Scully. And the flag is stayed down, and once again in behind is Keith Dunn. Is this to be 2-0? It's not. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. who claims it should have been a flag. Well, it stayed down, he was onside. As the shot came in, it was well saved. Darren Dunn to take the corner kick following that really good save by Kieran Kenrick as it's sent in and it's headed over. And it was Rock coming towards the near post. And the Rock-Dunn combination who's worked so well in this cup run for Sheriff YC, almost making it 2-0. Clonmel Celtic in a two-horse race between themselves and St Michael's for the Tipperary League. Looking to get to the Aviva Stadium, where of course St Michael's won the FAI Junior Cup last season. It was well cut out by David Brown as a heavy challenge, and the referee's going to dish out the second yellow card of the game. And on this occasion it's going to go to John O'Connor for this challenge here. And still Sheriff come forward and John Rock will take possession. Has O'Neill on the overlap, nice little ball in the centre, and as it comes across the shot is still on, and it's an open goal if they can find it, and it's not scored. But Woodward coming to the rescue of Clonmel Celtic. What a chance that was. Orchestrated by Rock, and as it was sent in with a clever little ball, a woodwork struck as it was in the quarter-final in the game against St Michael's. Dunn looking to get us involved. Good ball sent across, and it was straight at the goalkeeper in the end from Alan McCabe. A big moment and a big chance, and he just could not get that either side. Rock, nice head on. McCabe will do the chasing, keeps it in play but can't pick out a teammate. Can Alan McCabe. Swept up nicely by Craig Condon. Kevin Waters. Good ball by him, and it's over the head of KAVANAGH, and the goalkeeper comes, doesn't get there, and it's cleared virtually off the goal line. Well, what a good break it was. It was over the head of KAVANAGH, and the first real illustration of the experience and really good play of Kevin Waters. A really good testing ball over the top, and the goalkeeper didn't get there, attempting to get it back. It was now back with Brian Waters, sitting deeper. Sheriff in possession now. Clonmel Celtic. Barnes, asked an awful lot of Barnes there, and it's a really heavy challenge. And it's gone out for advantage to Clonmel Celtic. Happy with something that was said from someone on the Sheriff bench. And a member of the Sheriff management have been bandaged to the stands for the remainder of the game. Maroney. Good ball played forward by him, and KAVANAGH came across. Claims of handball, looked like good claims too for handball, and the referee was a fair bit away, but waves his head and says no to the appeals, and that may just be a big moment. Defended well in this second half, and they needed to as well have Sheriff. Looped back in towards the far post, headed back across the face of goal, and there was a big moment, and at the end the shot ricochets out for the corner kick, but just for a second it looked like Barnes was going to pull the trigger, and the goalkeeper's coming forward. Kieran Kenrick, and he wanted it short. Barnes swings it in, the goalkeeper's in there as well, and it's going to come back out to the goalkeeper instead. He leaves it, and they work it wide. There looks like there's going to be time left if they can get this in, and it's going to be a free kick at Cooke Park. And we're going to finish with some old-fashioned cup semi-final drama. And you feel it's all on this for Clonmel Celtic. Barnes with the delivery towards the back post, headed away, and it's completed away. And after a one-year absence, Sheriff YC are heading back to the Aviva Stadium. The back-to-back winners in 2012 and 2013 were left disappointed in Tipperary last year at the semi-final stage, but joy for them this year as they beat Clonmel Celtic by 1-0, and the old Sheriffs are back in town.
Anto, KAVANAGH, congratulations. You're man of the match, and here to present you with your award is Martin from Aviva.
Congratulations, well done, well done.
So, Anto, through to the final of the FAI Junior Cup and a big day out at the Aviva Stadium. You must be delighted.
Yeah, we're delighted, yeah, as a club. We got there too last season, semi-final, we missed out. We got to the final the year before we won it, so we're back again. It's another good season for us. Like, we go and win it now, we'll be better again.
They pushed you all the way today.
It did, yeah, but we expect them to come down here. It'll be a tough game and everything, like, you know, so fair is fair. We won on the day and that's it. We go home now to the final and push on to the final.
I have to say congratulations to the players, because they felt probably that they didn't do themselves any justice last year against Michaels. You'd probably say we didn't play. You could say maybe in the second half we didn't play today, but it was just about getting over the line. And there was a will about them today. They wanted something so much and they got it.
You must have been happy though with your defending in the second half.
Yeah, the defending from 1 to 11 was very good. Anthony Kavanagh, immense, Paul Murphy, David Brown, the three at the back was very, very good. They were solid. And the boys in midfield as well really worked for them as well as that. But it was hard. It was a hard graft, a big pitch, and we're just delighted, to be honest. Delighted to be true, to be honest.
I'm joined again by Alan Cawley. Alan, what did you make of that?
Yeah, it was a very tight affair, as semi-finals normally are, Ger, but I think overall you would have to say Sheriff YC probably edged it. They got the goal in the first half, obviously, and they held on to it in the second half. And Clonmel Celtic, in fairness, they threw everything at them. Had a couple of half chances, but never really created a clear-cut chance. And you would have to say overall, I think Sheriff YC definitely deserved it on the day.
Was experience the key today?
Yeah, you could say that, because they've been on the go quite a while now. They were obviously the champions in 2012, 2013. They went far in the competition last year, and here they are in the final again. So there's a continuity amongst the group. Alan Reilly's been in charge quite a while too, and you could see that amongst the group. They all knew their jobs. They all knew exactly where to be at the right times. And Anto KAVANAGH as well was outstanding on the day, gave a man of the match performance. But I think all of them put in a shift, to be fair. And as I say, I think they did the shaded on the day, and they'll feel now they can go on and win the tournament. Obviously, North End in the semi-final against Liffey Wanderers, but they'll definitely fancy their chances now, Sheriff YC.
Thanks, Alan. So, Sheriff YC through to the final of the FAI Junior Cup, but who'll join them? After the break, we'll see the other semi-final between North End United and Liffey Wanderers.